Kye Kelley Racing was never just about cars speeding around a track. It was a deeply personal journey filled with passion, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication. Founded on the belief that determination and hard work could break barriers in the fiercely competitive world of motorsports, the team symbolized the American dream for many racing fans. From the very beginning, Kye Kelley and his crew poured every ounce of their energy, resources, and heart into building something meaningful. They started as underdogs, racing with limited funds and secondhand equipment, but their commitment was unmatched. Every race was a testament to their resilience, fighting not just against the clock, but also against skepticism from more established teams. The tight-knit family atmosphere within the team fostered loyalty and camaraderie. They weren't just teammates, but a support system for one another. Yet, beneath the surface of victories and fast laps, there was an ever-present tension, the high cost of racing and the physical dangers lurking on every corner. This tension, combined with the relentless pursuit of success, would soon culminate in a tragedy that shook the motorsports community to its core and tested the spirit of everyone involved. Kye Kelley's ascent through the ranks of racing was nothing short of remarkable. Starting out in local circuits, he quickly made a name for himself with an aggressive yet calculated driving style that set him apart from many competitors. With each race, his skill and confidence grew, and soon he was competing in bigger, more prestigious events that brought him national attention. This rise wasn't just about natural talent. It was about unyielding work ethic. Kye spent countless hours in the garage, fine-tuning his car and studying every detail to gain even the smallest advantage. His team, a group of dedicated mechanics and strategists, shared his vision and pushed alongside him, often sacrificing personal time and comfort to keep the dream alive. Sponsorships and fan support slowly began to trickle in as the team's potential became clear. However, with success came greater pressure from media, sponsors, and even within the team. The spotlight that once illuminated their hard work now cast shadows of doubt and expectations that weighed heavily on Kye and his crew. But despite these pressures, Kye Kelley remained focused, embodying the spirit of perseverance and relentless ambition. His story inspired many who saw in him a reflection of their own dreams and struggles, a beacon for anyone willing to chase greatness against all odds. While the thrill of racing captivated fans, Kye Kelley Racing's struggles away from the track were profound and often overlooked. Financial instability was a constant battle, with the cost of maintaining competitive cars, paying crew members, and traveling to races far exceeding their modest income. Sponsors were hard to secure, especially in a sport dominated by teams with deeper pockets and established reputations. This financial strain sometimes led to difficult decisions about which races to enter or how to allocate limited resources, creating tension within the team. Beyond money, personal sacrifices weighed heavily on everyone involved. Long hours, physical exhaustion, and the emotional toll of constant uncertainty affected morale and relationships. Family members worried, and some crew members wrestled with the desire for more stability elsewhere. Additionally, the emotional burden of the inherent dangers of racing loomed large. Every race carried the risk of injury or worse, a reality that was all too familiar in motorsports. These off-track challenges created an undercurrent of stress that tested the team's unity and resilience, setting the stage for the heartbreak that would soon unfold. The defining moment that forever altered the course of Kye Kelley Racing happened in the blink of an eye on a bright race day. What started as a routine event quickly turned catastrophic when Kye was involved in a devastating crash. High speeds, tight corners, and split-second decisions converged into an accident so severe, it left spectators and competitors stunned. Emergency crews rushed to the scene as the gravity of the situation became clear. Kye had sustained serious injuries that would sideline him indefinitely. For the team, the accident was more than just a physical blow. It was an emotional earthquake. The pain of seeing their leader and friend hurt so badly was almost unbearable. Media coverage spread rapidly, turning the tragedy into a public moment of grief and concern. Fans from around the world sent messages of support, and the racing community paused to reflect on the risks their sport demanded. The incident underscored the harsh reality that for all the glory and excitement, motorsports is a dangerous profession where every race could be a life-changing event. The aftermath was filled with uncertainty. Would Kye recover? Could the team survive this devastating setback? The answers were anything but clear. In the wake of the accident, Kye Kelley Racing faced a crossroads that tested the very foundation of their existence. The immediate aftermath brought shock, fear, and sorrow, but it also forced the team to confront harsh realities about their future. Without Kye behind the wheel, their central figure and driving force, the team's identity was shaken. Sponsors, who had once been cautiously optimistic about the team's prospects, began to pull back funding, unsure of what lay ahead. Fans, while sympathetic, wondered if the team could return to form or if this tragedy marked the end. Inside the garage, morale plummeted as crew members wrestled with grief and doubts about their own roles. Some chose to leave, seeking stability and new opportunities elsewhere, while others remained, driven by loyalty and hope. The emotional and financial strain was immense, creating a fragile environment where every decision carried weighty consequences. Despite these challenges, the core of Kye Kelley Racing held on, determined to honor Kye's legacy and fight for a comeback. Yet, the road ahead was steep and uncertain, filled with obstacles that would test their resolve in ways they had never imagined. Even in the darkest times, the spirit of community shone brightly for Kye Kelley Racing. News of the accident and its aftermath inspired an outpouring of support from fans, fellow racers, and local organizations. Fundraisers were organized to help cover medical bills and keep the team afloat, demonstrating that Kye's impact extended far beyond the track. Social media campaigns spread messages of hope, and the racing world rallied together in solidarity. This collective effort provided a vital emotional boost for the team, reminding them they were not alone in their fight. However, despite this support, the path to recovery remained fraught with difficulties. Balancing the demands of healing and rebuilding while managing financial pressures was a delicate act. Some offers of help came with strings attached, and navigating these complicated relationships added to the team's stress. Moreover, the team had to confront the lingering fears and trauma from the accident. Questions about safety, risks, and the future of their racing careers weighed heavily on everyone. This mixture of hope and hardship defined the period, highlighting the resilience of Kye Kelley Racing and the power of community in times of crisis. Kye Kelley's recovery was a monumental journey marked by pain, perseverance, and gradual progress. The physical injuries he sustained required intensive medical treatment and months of rehabilitation, testing his body and mind. Every step forward was hard-won, and setbacks were frequent and frustrating. Yet, through it all, Kye's determination never wavered. His desire to return to racing fueled his rehabilitation efforts, inspiring both his family and the team. Emotional recovery was just as challenging as physical healing. Coping with trauma and the fear of what the future held was an ongoing battle. Support from medical professionals, loved ones, and fans played a crucial role in this process, providing encouragement during the darkest moments. For the team, watching Kye's struggle was both heartbreaking and motivating. They rallied around him, finding strength in his courage. The road to recovery was not just about returning to the track, it was about reclaiming a passion that the accident had nearly stolen. Kye's story during this time became one of hope and resilience, showing the world the true meaning of fighting against the odds. The heartbreaking tragedy of Kye Kelley Racing left an indelible mark, not only on those directly involved but also on the broader motorsports community. It brought to light critical issues about safety standards, the mental health of racers, and the financial vulnerabilities teams face. The accident served as a powerful reminder of the risks inherent in high-speed racing and the urgent need for continual improvements in protective gear, track design, and emergency response. It also highlighted how vital support systems are for drivers, their families, and the teams behind the scenes, especially when tragedy strikes. For many in the sport, Kye Kelley's experience became a call to action, prompting discussions about better regulations and resources to protect athletes physically and mentally. Beyond the technical lessons, the story underscored the importance of community, resilience, and the human spirit. It reminded everyone that behind every race is a complex, fragile human story filled with dreams, fears, and hope. These lessons, born from heartbreak, continue to shape the future of racing. Despite the heart-wrenching tragedy that struck Kye Kelley Racing, the team's legacy remains a beacon of courage, perseverance, and the enduring power of passion. Their story is much more than a chronicle of a single racing team. It is a testament to the human spirit's ability to rise, even in the face of devastating setbacks. From the very beginning, Kye Kelley Racing embodied the quintessential underdog story, starting with limited resources, a small but dedicated crew, and a fierce determination to make a name for themselves in an unforgiving sport. Their rise to national recognition was a testament to the grit and resilience of everyone involved, especially Kye Kelley himself, who personified relentless ambition and unyielding dedication. Their journey was marked not only by the thrill of competition and the pursuit of victory, but also by the struggles that all small teams face: financial instability, the pressure to perform, and the physical dangers inherent to racing. When tragedy struck, it was a crushing blow, not just for the team but for the broader racing community. Yet, this tragedy did not mark the end. Rather, it became a turning point that galvanized their legacy in profound ways. Kye Kelley's determination to overcome adversity, despite injuries and setbacks, has become a symbol of resilience that resonates far beyond the racetrack. His story inspires countless aspiring racers who see in him the embodiment of persistence and heart, even when the odds seem insurmountable. This legacy extends to the team's ongoing role in the racing world, where their experiences have fueled important conversations about safety reforms. The incident involving Kye Kelley brought renewed attention to the inherent risks of motorsports and underscored the need for continued improvements in safety gear, track design, and emergency response protocols. It became a catalyst for change, reminding the industry and fans alike that behind every high-speed thrill is a delicate balance between exhilaration and vulnerability. Furthermore, the community support that rallied around Kye Kelley Racing during their darkest hours speaks volumes about the bonds that motorsports can create. These bonds transcend competition, highlighting a shared humanity that unites racers, crews, fans, and families alike. The solidarity shown by fans and fellow competitors reinforced the idea that the racing world is more than just a contest of speed. It is a family that supports each other through triumphs and tragedies. This communal spirit has become an integral part of Kye Kelley Racing's legacy, illustrating how shared adversity can strengthen connections and inspire hope. The legacy of Kye Kelley Racing is not measured solely by the wins or losses on the scoreboard, but by the hearts they touched and the lessons they imparted. It is a story about the power of hope, the importance of resilience, and the relentless pursuit of dreams despite adversity. Their journey continues to inspire new generations of racers and fans, proving that while tragedy may slow a team down, it does not have to end the race. Kye Kelley Racing's enduring spirit reminds us all that setbacks are part of any journey, but with courage and determination, it is possible to move forward, rebuild, and inspire others along the way. The heartbreaking tragedy of Kye Kelley Racing serves as a deeply sobering, yet profoundly inspiring chapter in the history of motorsports. It starkly reveals the razor-thin line that separates moments of glory from heartbreak, and how quickly dreams that seem within reach can be shattered in an instant. Yet, beyond the pain and loss, this story is ultimately about something far greater: the resilience of the human spirit and the unyielding will to fight, heal, and carry on even when faced with unimaginable challenges. It teaches us that racing, like life itself, is not simply about speed, competition, or victory. It is about community, courage, passion, and the bonds we forge along the way. These are the true forces that propel us forward when the path becomes dark and uncertain. As we reflect on Kye Kelley and the team that bore his name, we honor not just their struggles, but their incredible strength and hope. Their story is a powerful reminder that setbacks, no matter how devastating, need not define us. Instead, they can become the foundation for growth, resilience, and renewed purpose. The determination Kye Kelley showed in the face of injury and adversity embodies the spirit of every racer who has ever dared to chase a dream against all odds. It encourages all of us, regardless of our own battles, to keep pushing forward, to keep striving, and to never lose sight of what drives us. Moreover, the tragedy and subsequent recovery highlighted the importance of support systems: family, friends, fans, and the racing community at large. It is through these connections that healing begins and hope takes root. The outpouring of love and solidarity reminded everyone that no one races alone, and that shared strength can transform despair into determination. Ultimately, the story of Kye Kelley Racing invites us to cherish every moment, not just on the track, but in life. It reminds us to value our passions, to support each other through challenges, and to embrace the journey with all its highs and lows. As the engines roar and the laps count down, we are reminded that the race we run is not only about crossing the finish line, but about the courage, heart, and spirit we bring to every moment. In remembering Kye Kelley Racing, we celebrate not just a team or a tragedy, but a legacy of hope, resilience, and the enduring power of passion. Their journey encourages us to keep moving forward,